And welcome back. You know, in light of last week's deadly Salmonella outbreak, you might be wondering how you can protect your family from Salmonella.
That's right. Right now we have Dr. Thomas Russo, who studies infectious diseases with UB's medical school. Let's start out with, how serious can Salmonella infections be?
Well, fortunately for most of us, Salmonella infections are not going to be deadly. If we're normal healthy individuals, we might have some diarrhea, fever, that'll last 4, maybe up to 7 days, but usually resolves on its own without any treatment. However, certain individuals are going to be at much greater risk and can potentially have a much more serious course.
Yeah, who would be in that most at-risk group if you were to pick them out?
And those that need to be most cautious are those that their host defenses are not normal or they're immunocompromised. These would be individuals that are on steroids, certain cancer patients that are receiving certain types of chemotherapy, transplant patients, HIV-infected patients, or patients with AIDS as well. And then also some younger children, very young children, are going to be slightly at higher risk, and our elderly, and particularly our elderly that have additional diseases like heart or lung problems or other serious medical problems.
Are there certain foods, because this one was related to ground turkey, is poultry more susceptible to carrying Salmonella, or is it just any foods?
Salmonella is a fairly ubiquitous disease that can be in many different food products and actually occasionally be transmitted directly from animals in terms of pets or petting zoos. The most recent outbreak with ground turkey, whenever ground foods get contaminated, it's a little bit more problematic because appropriate cooking techniques have to be used to make sure that they kill all the bacteria, because the bacteria permeates throughout the entire food product, as opposed to solid pieces of meat, which will be just on the outside, and it'll be a little bit easier to safely cook and prepare those dishes.
So when talking about prevention, you know, a meat thermometer, is that a good help in the kitchen, or what else would you tell people?
That's a great idea. So the absolute safest thing that you could do is purchase or use your meat thermometer. Many of us have it in the drawer, buried in there, and hard to find all the parts. For ground turkey with the present outbreak, in fact, all ground meats, the safest temperature is to get an internal temperature of 165 degrees. Now, you know, some of us, and though it's not absolutely fail-safe, we're on the grill, we don't really want to stick thermometer in the burgers. A rule of thumb that's not perfect is if you cook the ground product until there's no pink in the middle or the juices run clear. Not as good as the thermometer, but
it's another way.
Better than not doing anything at all.
Right. So better to overcook it just in case.
Right. Be safe. All right, Dr. Thomas Russo, thanks so much from UB Medical School, the Medical Sciences Department. Thank you so much for that information.
It was a pleasure.
Keep us all safe.
All right.